doing well, Vincent. Sorry. I started it a little late, but I don't think anybody's really going to mind that much. So I must ask, how are you doing? Yeah, I understand that feeling as well. Major reorganization of your records this year. Huh, I see. There's a Canadian. Another Canadian to go with the one that already has sitting here. Yippee. Like I needed more of them sitting here. Thanks, Ray. I could start running for things, I guess. Anyone interested in copper rounds right now? Because this one is toned. Ooh. Okay, Ray. Like I said, I have the fear of a jackalope, I think. Yeah. Copper round. And ask them something like that. After that, it's $5. It does have damage in the above the copper 1 ounce or 999 copper. Right there. I have the eBay Fun Show Celebration Round. Which you had to actually win. Free advertisement for a scam website. Any ask on something like this would be 15. In 1877, seeded dime. And I think melt on these were $6. I think it was about $6. But of course, it's always changing in this market, so $5 on a seeded dime. Coal. In 1889, seeded dime. I hate flips. And everybody's going. Yeah, either way. Yet again, $5, $10 take them both. 2009 proof set, just for cents. And I think last time I checked the comps on these, it was about $10. So, $10. And also, I need to start off with the disclaimer. I have permission from my parents to be here. I don't think there's really anything in the box right now. $19.32, and I think another 32. No, 32, 33. Let me just find all of them. There. So, As I was going through all my stuff the other day, I realized I had another 2 of them on the Canadian small cents. 32, 21, 28, 20, 30, 33. And I think 32. So number 32. So Canadian small cents ranging from 1920 to 1934. None of the key dates, of course, unless I thought 21 might be a key date, but I might be mistaken on that. But number one, they're not even in shot. Also, my camera's kind of filthy, so I might have to take care of that in a minute. And, okay, there. Then it's all in shot. I then have to tilt the camera a little bit. Yeah, there we go. But either way, they're 1920, 21, 28, 1930, 1932, 1933, and 1934. And the ask on all of them is $15. Which is probably out of market, so. I should probably research them before I keep on trying to sell them. Let's see, what else do we have sitting in here? I think we have a 40% Kennedy. After it's been all scratched up and stuff. Now, what made me say, oh. It has a lamb rip. Right there. Right where my thumb is. So it has a lamination rip. And $12. Wait, actually 10 because I prefer 9. Now it's 9. Not a starting bid. Just spend it at $9 after the drop and stuff. Under melt, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I forgot what melt is. Maybe they're sitting here. Okay, Ray. Thank you. Okay, let's see what else we have sitting here. Nickel. Indian cents. Anybody interested in Indian cents today? Also a war nickel. If anybody's interested in anything like that. Actually, I think I have the entire nickel album over here, which I would be willing to start breaking it up. There it is. I know I have the 50 somewhere, but not the 50D. It's a 46. I can pop all the silver ones out of here real quick and make a bundle. Because I know you guys are going to know better than I do. What is the current rate for war nickels? I know it's not high right now. Should have grabbed my computer before this so I could have looked. I think it's $5. I'll just say it's $5 on all of them. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. So there's 7 war nickels here for 35. Okay, thanks, Ray. And now we're left with all the common ones. Which I thought. Maybe I lost it. No. 57, 41. Oh, hi, Invisible River. There's another Indian head sent. No. Okay, so I have a lot of my fingers. Okay, let's see. Lot. Okay. So there's a lot of Indian head cents, 1906, 1893, 1892, another 1892, 1891, 1898, a bent 1903, another 1903, 1896, and a 1907. Starting bid $25. Let's see, what else do I set to the front of me? Another Canadian small cent. Okay. Next up I have hello, Hunter. I have 8 British coins. Yep, it is. The 8 British coins also has 3 silver ones. Oh, hey, Jimmy. I'm gonna grab the silver ones real quickly because the silver ones, I think, make up more of the value than anything. Okay. So, on the silver ones, you have a 1925 sixpence. Yes, sixpence. Super worn down. You have a, in my opinion, beautiful 1943 Australian sixpence from our own Denver Mint. And a 1940, the bane of my existence. 2 pence? No, 2 shillings. And those make it the primary value, so I think the melt on the sixpences we're just going to say that melt on them was $1.50 each, so $3, and the melt on this one I think is 10, so that's $13. And on the 4 it's 50 cents each. So so probably I should just do the silver ones alone. So the silvers are going to be $10, basically. 2 of them. Now I know why I have a golf cart. Maybe I should fix it. Well, so the silver ones are going to be $13. I think that's less than melt, or it might be right on melt. I don't know. I haven't checked the rate on those in a few days. so I might be going off of old prices again. So yeah. I see. 1908, no. What does anybody want to see, really? Does anybody want to see the rest of Jefferson Nichols? I mean, I don't know what anybody really wants to see right now, so. Thank you, Invisible River. Hunter, all my half dollars are in my typeset, and I'm not really trying to break up my typeset right now, but I can show you them real quickly. I just have to get it. All these can go to change bucket, I guess. I mean, I think I have something over here which has a $50 or 5 in it. Or not 90% or 40%. But I might have sold the 40%. Okay, add feedback. Any new coins in your typeset? I have two. Let me just go grab it real quickly so I can show you. But since last time you saw it, no. Mainly because I haven't upgraded. They like the ones you don't want to sell. Yeah, that's kind of the problem I have, isn't it? Let me go grab it real quickly. I'll be back in 15 shakes of a lamb's tail. Okay, we got the typeset. Let's see, what did I miss? Okay. Because these are the $50 in it. Ready for battle. On the golf cart. Okay. First, we have an 1838. Details cleaned. I have the cap to bust graded. I have the Liberty seated and that hole graded. I have this seated. Also, details cleaned. I think it's cleaned. It might be dipped. Toned, though. An 1877. An AU. And an 1898 Barber. It's electric golf cart. I rammed into a tree. Or I rammed a tree. Oh dear. Are you okay? Next on the list, we have a. I just lost my slide. In 1940. It was fun. We have a 1941 Walker. Proof. 1961 Benji. In 1964 Kennedy. Everybody's seen those that are really not that special. And approved 2010 Kennedy. Oh well. At least it still does go. This is the capped bust. And have you ever seen it? From Yard Welder Man. I know a little bit about welding stuff. I know that it gets in your hair. I burnt my scalp on it. Like I said, I'm not trying to break up my typeset right now, but I'd be willing to. Well, I have the 20-cent piece, which I'm willing to get rid of. Let me just pop it out real quickly. Anybody interested in a 20-cent piece for if you're building a typeset? The most common year. Oh, thank you, Invisible River. I think that's you, right? Yep. It's a cute cat. Most common year be 1875S. Yeah. And my ask on this one is 155. I'm probably overpricing it, but no, really. I have not in a few days, Hunter. I am. Primarily, my coins are all numismatic, so anything which is silver price does really doesn't affect my stuff. Like Ray's private stash. Not the stuff he used to sell. something like the 1858 half dollar for me goes at 375 to 380. The 1833 not seated to half. My goodness. 1833 capped bust half over 110 would be 215. The 38 in my typeset is easy. It's just $90. And the other ones are much like the other one. Certified is good. No details issues. That's the good thing about graded coins. Although I have a strange habit of whenever I get a graded coin, which is why I'm trying to sell these before I get too tempted to do my obsession. Because I have this strange obsession of yeah. Kind of like the wall of shame. I have one company that I like in particular. Mainly because I shucks. NCG. Most of the coins at which I've cracked out for the types that have been NCG. And that's why this is the side I saw it on at the coin show that I got it at the lunch show. And because it's in the plastic, you can't see all the full details of it. Because at first I thought it's a proof when I saw it at this angle. And I flipped over and I realized it was a business strike in the case. So, yeah. But the 1838, if somebody really wants it, is at 90. I will give the disclaimer, it used to have a huge tape spot, and I used acetone to get it off. It also has a die crack around I think it's like the half and half dollar, all the way to most of America. I do, Hunter. That's where most of this type set has been built. That and trades and sacrifices and other parts of my collection. But really, pretty soon, this will be being sacrificed for when I get my Seated Liberty half dollar album. Okay. Nope. I can tell you no on that one. Yeah. I thought about getting a gram when it crashed the other day, but I decided against it. I prefer silver or just coins like this. I get more enjoyment out of holding a coin like this instead of holding a gram. or something which has no history behind it. And anything American gold or foreign gold is just out of my price range right now. Because let's say that this was made in 2005, and probably it's even newer than that. Let's be realistic here. Then we have this, which is survived, what, 1858? 160 something years? 150 something years? Then you have this copper round, which has survived me. Okay, so, I mean, do you want to add another one to your collection, Hunter? This one has tones for illicit methods. And it has some damage. Other than the entire theft, but I owned it. But that's besides the point. Um, no, it doesn't have that guy's face on it. Um, I have one, but it belongs to my mother, so. Now this one's a Fear of a Jackalope. I think it's from 2023. No, it doesn't have a date, but it's cryptid creatures. Honestly, it's kind of proof-like. But the problem with stuff like this is you get stuck with it for years. I wish I knew where my Buffalo nickels were at. I think I might have left them in Orlando. One penny bank token. I would not hunt her. That would be a question for Ashes. Somebody which I think Ashes, something like that would be with him. I'm not sure though. But if you want to know anything about seeded stuff, I'm happy to help you out. All this Greenland crap. 8 silver, shoot up to $120 silver. Eh. Okay. Um, I think I had an 1861 before that one. Shucks, I'm starting to forget what I used to have in here. I've upgraded and filled it so much from the last year. No, yeah, the one I got for Mom was free, so I just took it. Not that I stole it, maybe, but yeah. Yeah. And the only reason why I haven't upgraded this peace dollar in here is because she got it for me. Actually, both of my... She has it in the original thing I got it with. The people which I won it from, she has it in the original paper envelope. It's one of the little... If you go around to large cent people, because the large cent people have an entirely different culture than the rest of the coin world. But either way, they all have the little paper envelopes with all the pedigree and stuff like that on it. And that's kind of what she has it in. Or do you mean the peace dollar? Because once I upgrade the peace dollar, I'm going to put it in one of the holders like I had my first Morgan in. I was going to put it in this. I think it's 1839 Hunter. Yep, 39. So I was going to put the peace dollar in this holder. Much like the first Morgan dollar I got in 1921. Which, ironically enough, she also got me this one. Just like it's in this holder. So... if I really wanted to. Which year's the rarest? I don't know off the top of my head. I think it might be in the mid 1820s. Yeah. It might be the 1836 Reeded Edge. Well, then you also have the 1839 O or the 38 O, which I think there's only 15 of them. Why am I trying to struggle to remember this? I have a red book. Let me go grab that real quickly. As I fall. $5. Okay, we're going to settle this debate. That's why I don't do books. That might be hard to get. Me neither. Let's see. Capped bust halves, $half, $half. Those are barbers. Those are seated. Boom. Okay, the 1836 rated edge has a mintage of 1200. The 38 a mintage of 20. I like rainbow toned organs from special provinces. There's a okay. The 39 Then we go back, because if you mean Hunter, if you mean for circulation strikes, the 1815 has, for the 1815, because it looks like there was none made 1816, was 47,150. Then we go back. 1807, I think, which is the first year, had 750,500. So the 1836 rated edge, I think I said 15,000. No, 1,200 made was the first one, or was the lowest mintage one. I'm going the wrong way on that. Right. I think let's see. I'm trying to think of what the lowest mintage coin is in my book. It might be the 31 capped, or 31, yeah, the 1831 capped bust quarter, or capped quarter. People get mad when I say it like that. Okay, quarter dollars times, and this quarter dollars. Okay, 1831, 398,000. Or could it be this half cent? The 1853 half cent. Half cents. The 1806, which I have in mind, is 356,000. The 1853 I have in mind is the lowest mintage one in my album at 129,694. And that's the last one before it goes into the really low numbers. New Orleans, okay. The 1838 O capped bust half dollar, widely considered the king of the series, one of America's prime rarities. 2431. It was the first coin ever minted at the New Orleans Mint. Only 20 made. Yep. Prime like steak. Well, speaking of food, it is 2:05, and I did not eat lunch earlier. So, I think today we might end trade day very early. I think there is one on the Pawn Star, or on the show Pawn Stars. Possibly. I don't know. But like I said, I think I'm going to have to end trade day early. Mainly because I'm hungry. Unless there's something that I showed earlier that somebody wants to see again. And there was one video I was watching last night with Premier Rare Coins. It was an 1859 California gold token. And they said there was only 18 of them existed. And of those 18 which exist, 15 are mint state, and the rest were circulated. Well, there's probably a lot of fakes out there in the world. Yeah, definitely. But you get that with any type of coin. For a while, I thought the 77 was fake until I did the mistake of getting it certified, cracking it out, messing up the label, and tearing the label in half after I got it graded. That's how my day went that day. Invisible River Ranch is defrosting chicken. That's what we're doing for dinner tonight. Chicken wings. Which actually I don't know how we're gonna have. I had a fake coin, but I didn't know until I got it back from a grading company. Yeah, that's always the worst. I think I've only had 2 coins. Chicken salad and raw for cats. I think I've only had 2 coins graded, and both of them came back real, thankfully. But yeah. That's the same way with our family's dog. Yeah. Much like the dog, she will also bite. And she's the big breed. Which, thinks it's a desert tiger. Cats don't like to share. Honestly, when I move out, I'm considering getting a cat. But I want the Russian blue. I'm even considering it, and it's been graded. Just for the fact I can have it in a holder. They are worth it. My cats hunt mice. Hunts for mice. Well, that was the original goal with the dog. And then she became a spoiled little brat. Well, folks, like I said, I think we're going to end it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Plastic mouse traps and sunflower seeds. We used to use peanut butter. Then we stopped getting mice. Most of them froze to death. You will within the near future. I hope to finally do the video on my typeset. I've just been busy lately. And I know that's often a stupid excuse, but I really have been. With school and the stupid thing called competition, which we all have to go to for some reason, it just gets boring. And I can't find the time to do the coin stuff, which I love, at the same time of doing my schoolwork. So really, coins have taken a back seat to the schoolwork, which is really a good thing at the same time. These shouldn't be my entire life. So, like I said, I think I'm going to hop off for the day. Yeah. So with that, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and or subscribe, whichever one that you want to choose. And be sure to tune into Ashes tomorrow if he does his stream. Sovereign, or no, Miss Silver Keys on Wednesday. I'm going to do my Friday market again this week. And Sovereign on next Saturday. Ta-ta.